beautiful people. Hope you all are doing very well today. Welcome back to the Young Black and Independent Show, where we discuss a variety of topics to help young black folks live lives that are spiritually fulfilled, lives that are value added, lives that are less materialistic, and lives that are financially independent. I'm your host, Sil, and the topic of today's discussion is 6 compelling reasons why women should earn their own money. I love this topic. I love it. You all know I'm very big on definitions. Let's just dive straight into one. What is money? According to the Oxford Dictionary, money is defined as a current medium of exchange in the form of coins and banknotes. It is payment for work, wages, or it is also assets, property, and resources owned by someone or something, aka wealth. Yeah, that's money. I love it. It is very common to see women around the world, and especially in the masculine society of Africa, who are 100% dependent on their spouses or partners for their livelihood. Why? This way of life is not sustainable and it should not be encouraged. Many, however, would argue that the man is the breadwinner and should provide for his family. No doubt, whilst this is true, it should also be noted that when God decided to give Eve to Adam, He said, "It is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper as his complement." Please underline that word. Genesis 2 verse 14. He wasn't giving a burden to Adam. Neither was he giving a child. Neither was he giving a dependent or a troublemaker. God knew that Adam needed a woman's help to navigate through life. He could have given another Adam to him, but He gave him a complement, a helper. How do you help your partner? I came across some shocking statistics from Miss Kim Kiyosaki. She has a book. She wrote a book called Rich Woman. I encourage you to read that book. And in the book, I found out that at least 47% of women over the age of 50 are single. 50% of marriages end in divorce. And in the first year after divorcing, a woman's standard of living drops an average 17 freaking percent. That's a lot, guys. Imagine that your standard of living was 100%. 1 year, just 1 year after divorcing your partner, it goes down to 27%. Free fall. Imagine. Gosh. Of the elderly living in poverty, 3 out of 4 are women. So if there are 4 elderly people who are poor, 3 out of them, ladies, are us. Jesus Christ. And 80% of these women, however, were not poor when their husbands were alive. I remember listening to Anthony O'Neill telling a story about an 80-year-old looking woman who was struggling to clean his hotel room just to be able to earn some cash. And when he decided to give her a big tip and told her he would clean his own room, she started raining blessings on him. And she left him with some very wise words. She said, "My son, use your youth well. Create wealth while you can so that you don't end up like me." Very sad story, but one with a profound lesson. Remember, 3 out of 4 elderly people are women who will be broke. Don't don't end up like this 80-year-old woman. Can you imagine an 80-year-old woman cleaning hotel rooms, filthy places? Where's the energy to do that? Don't end up like her. So here are the 6 reasons why women should earn their own cash. Number 1, you have to dilute the extent of dependence on a man. There is a misconception that women who make their own money will find it hard to coexist with their partners. So false. Women who ask for money to fuel their car, to go to a beauty salon, to buy their own clothes, and even their own sanitary pads are definitely setting themselves up for disrespect. According to Rima Brint, the Saudi Arabian ambassador to the US, the liberty for a woman comes from her ability to make financial decisions for her own life. Take your liberty from this man. Dilute it. The woman and the man should be able to meet halfway and sort out some of the economics of the home together. The man should not be left to burden everything and be overwhelmed to the point where he loses his cool and develops stress and eventually die from a heart attack. You don't want to kill your husband, woman. Women should be able to relieve their partner of micro expenses. This will not only earn you respect as a woman, but it will also increase your partner's lifespan and make your relationship stronger and longer. You don't want to be an early widow, do you? A young widow. Number 2, fulfill her passion. Ever heard of the saying, what a man can do, a woman can do better? This couldn't be truer. Women can multitask fantastically well. And besides being a girlfriend, a wife, a mom, a home builder, and all that, they can contribute much more to the world. Each one of us was sent to earth with a solution to an issue mankind is facing. Women are endowed with natural gifts that can be showcased in engineering, in entrepreneurship, in activism, in political and social leadership. A woman simply has it all and can do it all. All ambitious women would most probably be passionate about 1 or 2 projects which can be financed with their own money without them having to convince their partners to believe in their projects just because they want or they need help to fund that passion that they have. Princess Diana is a perfect example of such a woman. The Princess of Wales was known for her humanitarian projects for the poor and the outcast of the society. She simply went all out, and she showed the world that women have passions besides official duties as a UK princess or as a wife of a prince or as a mother to princes. She was exceptional. The question therefore is, what are you passionate about? And how do you intend to finance your passion? When you earn your own money, you are more than capable of achieving your goals and fulfilling your destiny. Earning your own cash simply empowers you. Number 3, discipline your partner or your spouse. I personally am of the opinion that men who openly disrespect their wives by cheating on them believe that the woman is powerless. He believes that he will get away with his misbehavior because his missus cannot bear to live without his check booklet and his cash. It sadly is true that when a woman does not have economic power, she's likely to endure emotional torture, physical abuse, and all sorts of despicable things in the hands of a man. In her book, My Mother's Rules, my mentor, Judge Lynn Tola of Divorce Court, made some shocking revelations about the things that her mom had to endure in the hands of her father. She said her dad made her mom scrub floors, made her sleep in the car outside. Sometimes his girlfriends will even bring her mom to come and collect her drunken husband from their homes. And worse things. This went on until such a time when her mom couldn't take it and she left. She went to her mom's place, their grandma. The condition at her grandma's place were not the best, and she and her sister Kathy just could not deal with the change that they were going through. They were already used to the neighborhood, the posh lifestyle, the posh neighborhood, the lavish lifestyle that their father could afford them. And despite being super unhappy, her mom literally went back to her dad. And when she asked her mom why she was going back, her mom said, "You guys are already used to this life. I can't give you this life. Your dad is going to pay the best schools for you. He's going to buy the best things for you. These things I cannot give you. So I will endure everything I have to so that you both can turn out well." She simply went back because she didn't have the financial means to look after her own kids or for her own livelihood. This is the same reason why most women stay in abusive relationships and end up being taken out in a casket. A financially viable woman who can pay her own rent, who can buy her own car, who can shop her own clothes, who can afford her own holidays, who can fund her own dreams and provide for her offspring, will surely tame a cheating and abusive partner. Let's get that straight, ladies. Earn your own cash. Number 4, economic stability. Earning your own cash as a woman provides a safety net for you and your family. Judging from my personal experience, my dad may have been wealthy, but after his sudden demise, life quickly became sour. Don't forget that your man could be made redundant. He could lose his business. He could become ill. He could also leave you for another woman, and he could die suddenly like my dad. Recent research proved that men over 50 around the world are 60% more likely than women to die early. That man you're depending on has a 60% chance of dying earlier than you. When he dies, what happens? Based on Kim Kiyosaki's findings, women are likely to suffer financially in case of a separation or death of a partner or spouse. You just never know when you will have to step into the man's shoes and pay for your own livelihood or that of your entire family. Don't be caught off guard like the 5 foolish virgins who took lambs but never took spare oil. Read Matthew 25 verse 13 and be wise. My brother Leo said something to me that hit home. He recently got married to the daughter of a prominent man who unfortunately passed. However, because of his masculinity, he felt he needed to cater for his beautiful wife by paying all the bills and shouldering the entire financial burden. Now, here's the sweet spot, guys. His well-educated wife stepped up to him as a queen and said, "Babe, let me handle some of the bills. You focus on big-ticket items like the mortgage and allow me to sort the micro stuff." Woohoo! I love that. He said he felt hugely relieved and couldn't have been more proud of his decision to marry this amazing woman. I was indeed happy for him. Remember that behind every great man is a greater woman. A man could be great on his own, but with his partner, he's even greater, and vice versa. Women should therefore strive to synergize their income and efforts with that of their partner for greater returns. Remember, the more the merrier. Paying for luxury holidays and best schools for kids will be done effortlessly if both partners can bring some cash to the table. Don't you think so? Alright, let's move on. Number 5, exercise your knowledge and skill. So I had a chat with an eligible bachelor who is passionate about entrepreneurship and female empowerment. And he asked me a simple question. Why do parents even bother spending a dime to educate their female children? If their aspiration was to marry them off to a man who would make them housewives, why even bother to educate them? Interesting question. Left me pondering, actually. Some women spend years to gain formal education and all the way to PhD level, like I aspire to. Surely this should not go to waste, isn't it? In a chat with Oprah, Michelle Obama said when she had her first daughter, Barack was a senator, but she just could not bring herself to be limited by that. She wanted to earn her own money and put her own knowledge to task. After all, she was a Harvard graduate and she was well capable of delivering. So she took her baby daughter with her to a job interview and told the recruiter that if he must give her the opportunity to excel at her job, he must understand that her daughter will be part of the show. Now, that's a queen. She knew her value and her worth, and she definitely did not want to wait for Mr. Senator to fund her livelihood. After acquiring all the knowledge and skills and experiences, it is expected that a woman should step into the marketplace and trade her value for a reward. By putting your knowledge to constructive use, you will not only bless the world, but you will also be employing other people. And you will have a sense of worth while you gain your own financial independence. Wouldn't that be amazing? Number 6, you have to compliment your partner or your spouse. Women fall for the full-time housewife story all the time. They simply shoot themselves in the foot. No doubt, don't get me wrong, it is fantastic to be home and to raise your kids. However, that's a story that most women tell themselves for not putting in an extra effort to earn their own money. That's a perfect excuse. Remember that being limited to the role of a housewife doing chores all the time, kids, oh, come and put on your clothes, marital duties, okay, honey, I've cooked, food is on the table, caps your intellectual, professional, mental, and emotional growth. That's all you focus on. You're not growing. You become tied to this man who, on the other hand, is growing exponentially as a result of his job, his outdoor exposure, the people he interacts with on a daily basis. When the woman gets to the point where she and her partner can no longer have intellectual conversations, they simply drift apart. They simply drift apart. Their interests are no longer the same, and they find it hard to talk about stuff besides kids and food. How long can you talk about kids and food for? You should be able to talk about something else with your partner, with your husband. This will definitely induce the man to eventually find the housewife or the partner not as challenging, not interesting, or not as smart as some of the women that he eventually encounters on his daily engagements. I want you to aim to be counted amongst the entrepreneurial women of our generation, to live a fulfilled life and to grow together with your partner. You must have a currency called confidence. Trust in yourself. Work on yourself. Develop your confidence. To conclude this episode, I want you all to remember that women are well capable of supplementing men in different aspects of life, just like God originally intended. Remember? Limiting yourself to a beggar as a wife or a partner who doesn't do anything but stays at home all day long is simply a shame compared to the amazing things that you could achieve if you were earning your own cash. It doesn't matter how small, but I encourage you to start from somewhere and to earn something that you call your own. Have your own money. Build your own wealth. When my father found out that my mom had built a house, he was shocked. His respect level for her just went up. Pew! He couldn't imagine that this woman even thought about her own independence to the point where she had built a house. Gosh, I admire my mom so much for her tenacity, for her strength, for her determination to make her own dreams come true, to live out her own passion, to carry out her own charity. That's the example we all should be emulating, that of Princess Diana, that of Oprah Winfrey, who goes all the way out and builds schools for young girls who are underprivileged, that of Melinda Gates, who is so passionate and fired up about philanthropy, paying with her own money. She doesn't need her husband Bill to buy into the project, to buy into her passion. She can do it on her own, and he can come along, he can tag along, and he can reap the benefits of her amazing self. I hope you really did enjoy this episode, because I did. If you want to know more about how to start your business and grow it, I encourage you to go to our website www.youngandindependent.com to check out some amazing articles out there, how to start your company. And also, I would love and appreciate for you to follow us on all our social media, Young and Independent on Instagram, Young and Independent 35 on Facebook, Young and Independent Community, on Twitter, Young and Independent, on YouTube, Young and Independent. We have amazing resources out there, scholarships, and you name it, job opportunities. Please go on over there right now and check it out. Do take care, and I wish you a lovely weekend. Bye.